let's do another recent pickup segment where I share some of the games I've picked up. And this is something we do about every month or so. And quite candidly, as I mentioned before, I've really just kind of stole, this isn't a new idea or anything, but I've kind of stolen this. One of my favorite YouTubers, Happy Console Gamer, does this on a regular basis of all these like game related, like games and then game related stuff that he buys and he kind of shows off. I love it. I love this kind of stuff. So as a collector of games myself, as you can see, we're going to be doing that. So what have I picked up here recently in the last month or so, kind of over the holidays, a little bit after Thanksgiving and all that stuff? So first and foremost, we've already talked about this game, but I have picked up Callisto Protocol on the PlayStation 5. Got the day one edition here, which it comes with like, I think some like weapons or some, you know, specific items for the day one edition. I totally forgot to redeem the code, so I never even actually used them. Most of this stuff is kind of worthless anyways. But nonetheless, as I mentioned before, I really enjoyed my time with this game. It doesn't do anything new, per se, in my opinion, outside of some of the combat elements that compared to Dead Space. But it leaves room for some more content. And I've seen, or at least a sequel, which is exciting. And I've also seen some rumblings of potential DLC for this game, like a single player DLC to potentially continue the story. I would love that, especially given kind of the ending we got. So nonetheless, I enjoyed my time with this. I thought it was a great game. I think beautiful visuals, especially like facial animations and stuff like that. It's very, very realistic. So that was a good pickup. One of my most anticipated games of 2022. And while it didn't knock my socks off, I still enjoyed my time with it. Another, this is a Black Friday special I got, but the Diofield Chronicle. And I've talked about this game because they had a demo and I was very intrigued by this game. There was something just kind of drawing it to me, kind of almost getting Valkyria Chronicle vibes with it. And I enjoyed the demo a lot more than I thought I would. And so I decided to pick it up. I don't know when I'm going to find time to play this, but this game, I enjoyed the demo because the combat, like this kind of real-time strategy, which I've never really been an RTS fan, but the real-time strategy, like battles that I played in the demo, I really enjoyed. It was fun. We talked about this, I think, early summer last year, or whenever they released the demo. That's when I played it and talked about it. But then also, the story was kind of starting to pick up, and I can just get a sense that like something crazy is going to happen in the story. And so I kind of wanted to see it through. So this one's in my backlog, but I'm kind of eager to check it out at some point because I do think it looks cool, and I kind of wanted to support them, even though and got a Black Friday special. But yeah, Diofield, I think is what it is. Diofield Chronicle. And then this is another game we've talked about that I played over kind of the Christmas break, and that is Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 2019 version. As you'll see here, this is the Australian and New Zealand version that my mom got me, and I had a whole issue I didn't know this was region locked, but I found a workaround. But this campaign was awesome. I really want to play Modern Warfare 2, the new Modern Warfare 2's campaign, because I really, really enjoyed this. I like the way it's set up, number 2. So, like, this was good. I really liked this. And so, shout out to Activision, shout out to Infinity Ward, because this was good. I gotta say. And I kind of want to try out the multiplayer. That's kind of on my agenda. Once I find some time, once we get into the games I'll play, you'll kind of see why I may not have time for it. But nonetheless, great game. Highly recommend it. Now, 2 downloadable games that I got. I'm looking at my notes over here. Just make sure I stay on track. But one is Habroxia 2, which is, I got that on PlayStation 4. It's also available on PlayStation 5 and PlayStation Vita, if I'm not mistaken. But I got that on one of the Black Friday sales on PSN. And that's it's called Lilimo Games, but it's owned by Colin Moriarty, host of Sacred Symbols. really the main podcast that I consume, gaming related anyways. And so not only did I want to support him, but also the game looks really cool. And I've kind of been in the mood to maybe play some sort of light arcade style of game. And I know that's going to fit into it. So eager to check that one out. The other downloadable game, and I've talked about this on the show that we did, I think at the first of the year, was Sword of the Vagrant. And this is another downloadable title. I got it on the PSN. It's only $10, and it's an action RPG, 2D, and it's awesome. It's in the same vein as Vanillaware, if you know that developer and those games, or really Dragon's Crown. Same vein, same kind of art style, similar mechanics, and cool story, fun boss battles. Great game, like especially for $10, dude. That game is a steal. So got that. I would definitely recommend that game. I really, really liked it way more than I thought I would. And then the last game I have here is kind of a random purchase, I have to say, because I was thinking about, I was kind of, I don't know, I've been in the mood to play my 3DS, and I was thinking about games that I wanted to play, and I remember even on the DS there was a couple Trauma Center games, and so I thought to myself, oh, that would be fun. Like I've played one of those on the Wii, and I was like, those are cool. Those are kind of fun. And it'd be fun to do it on the handheld. So I was looking at it, was kind of a little bit more expensive than I thought. And then I came across one of the other Wii versions of Trauma Center. And within, I would consider a reasonable price range. It was like $15. And I got it. So I bought a Wii game. I bought Trauma Center Second Opinion. Now, if you don't know what Trauma Center is, Trauma Center, I think it started on the DS and then kind of, I guess, gained a little traction on the Wii. But Trauma Center and this Trauma series is basically where you use motion to do various surgeries. So like you'll cut it open, do the stitches, pull out like shards or shrapnel and stuff. And there's various different I guess missions that you go on, or different surgeries that you'll perform throughout the game. And it's definitely a story game. It's very heavy on the narrative. It's I guess one of those novel type games. I forget the term. The term always escapes me. I can never remember what the term of these types of games are, but heavy focus on narrative, but throughout, in between the narrative chunks, you get to do these surgery missions, and it's really cool. It's really unique. It's published by Atlas, which they do good stuff. Think Persona, that's what those guys do. And the one that I played is, I think, Trauma Team is what it is. It's also very Japanese. I mean, you can see some of the characters here, super Japanese. But I love it. It was a really cool game, and some of the missions are fun and challenging, and doing the actual surgeries and being very precise, and you get scores and grades and stuff like that as you're doing the surgeries. And so I was like, I'm going to pick this up. I'm definitely going to play this at some point here once I get a nice break, because these games are really cool. So I had to do it, and it kind of made me think, like, why haven't they made another Trauma Team game? And I was kind of looking around online, and I think it's because they really didn't sell very well, which kind of makes sense. It's a very unique game. It's kind of this almost anime style surgery game, which is really weird. Very weird combination if you think about it. But I kind of wish Atlas would do it again. Like bring us or do it like a Trauma Center collection for the Switch, because the Switch still has the Joy-Cons to where you could do the surgeries and stuff like that. I think that would be really, really cool. Or I know the Switch has touchscreen. Maybe you could even use your fingers, or if they have like some sort of stylus or something, you could do that. Doesn't the Switch have a touchscreen? I could be completely mistaken right there. I know the Vita does. Maybe it doesn't. I don't think it does, now that I think about it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm fucking crazy. Oh, man. Yeah, that's the Vita. So anyways, well, they have the Joy-Cons though. So you know what I mean. They could still port these games or even make a new one if they wanted to for the Switch. I think that would be cool. Because like I said, I think this is a cool franchise. But nonetheless, we haven't got one in a while. So that's why I'm buying the old ones. So there's that. And then lastly, new Amiibos came out. 2 new Smash Bros Amiibos came out this last Friday. So a week ago, give or take. And it is, let's see, Kazuya from, I think that's a Tekken character, if I'm not mistaken. But this Smash Bros. One came out. And then the one I think a lot of people were excited about, Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. Hell yeah. So we're going to unbox these bad boys right here. And so for you audio listeners, we're going to get, I guess, a little ASMR for you as I open these. But for you video viewers who will watch this clip on YouTube, get ready. Let's open this bad boy up. Put that behind me. I've been waiting to open these for this show because they just look so good. Let's get this guy out of there. That was a bad throw, but okay. Here he is, Sephiroth. Now, one of the things I saw online is some people were saying their faces on Sephiroth looked funny. Mine doesn't look so bad, but dude, this is so dope. Look, he's got that long sword he's known for. This cool wing. Oh, he just looks so good. Check that guy out. Hopefully, can focus on him. Is it focusing? I don't think it's focusing on him. That's not going to work. But anyway, you can kind of see him, though. He looks cool. Great detail on him. And not a stupid-looking face. So I've seen some pretty bad ones online. Now let's open, what is this? Kazuya. There we go. Okay, this guy's got some nice detail on him too. He kind of reminds me of the Street Fighter ones that they did. I think they did Ryu and Ken. But this guy, lots of, like, you can even see like the detail on his pants, like with the flames right there. But even there's like, it's not smooth. There's texture to it. It's got the scars on him. He's just ridiculously muscly. It's got that 6-pack abs. Little dots on the gloves. This guy's looking nice, man. Really nice amiibo here. Like I said before, man, as they've gone throughout the years doing these amiibos, they just get more and more detailed and just higher quality, in my opinion, from that first run. But here they are. Sephiroth and Kazuya amiibos. These things are dope. I cannot wait to get them on the amiibo shelf for sure. I kind of need to do some reorganizing over there. Get all the Smash Bros ones together and all the like. So these are pretty dope. And that'll do it for recent pickups. That's what I've recently picked up. But of course, I want to hear from you. So let me know what games you've picked up or game-related items that you have picked up. Let me know down in the comments below. And thanks for tuning in.